Here it is, boys and girls, the nonfiction book about goldfish that we had started to read. I love looking at these real life pictures. A lot of things in this book, well, I think a lot of the pictures in this book are real pictures. And authors do that and illustrators do that so that you can see what they really look like. All right, let's go ahead and revisit some of the things that we learned about goldfish. So we learned what they look like. They can be gold, orange, red, black. They can have spots. Some can have big wavy tails and fins, and some goldfish can have short ones. We also did a diagram of the goldfish so we know all the parts that a goldfish has. And then it's told us the fins and the tails help them to swim. It has gills to help it breathe. And this goldfish is 5 years old. It says, do goldfish have tails? Yes, goldfish have tails. We knew that. We put that in the diagram. The next one talks about goldfish living in fresh water. They do not live in seawater or salty water. They live in fresh water. And that was the question. Do they live in the sea? No, they don't. And then it talks about when they have clean water, that they have weeds and snails that live with them that help the water to stay clean. It says, do goldfish like clean water or dirty water? Goldfish like clean water, don't they? All right, feeding goldfish. Goldfish eat fish food and white worms. Oh, white worms. I didn't know that. They eat just a little. If the water is very cold, goldfish cannot eat at all. Then it says, food that they do not eat will make the water dirty and the goldfish will get sick. Now, I think our goldfish was a little under the weather and not eating because the water was too cold. And so when the water because I had my window open at night, and he was in my loft where the window was open and it was cold. But now that it's gotten warmer again and I shut the window, he's starting to eat again. Because I didn't eat him more than a spot, just like the book said. Oh, what was the question? Do goldfish eat a lot? No, it says goldfish eat just a little. Do not give goldfish bread. They will eat some of it, but it is not good for them, and it will make the water dirty. So you should not feed them anything but the goldfish flakes or white worms. Water has air in it. The green waterweed puts air into the water in goldfish ponds and tanks. So just like plants give us things that we need to breathe for air, they give it to goldfish underwater. Is bread good for goldfish? Oh, we know that. No, bread is not good for goldfish. Have you seen a fish tank going bubble, bubble? Air is going bubble, bubble. Little bubbles of air are getting into the water. A goldfish has gills to take air out of the water. Have you seen a fish opening and shutting its mouth? Well, water is going into its mouth and out of its gills. Look at that. So remember, the gills are like its lungs. So the water goes in the mouth and out the gills. That's how it gets its oxygen underwater. And remember, fish don't live out of water. They need water to stay in water. Some fish can be out of water for a little while, like dolphins come up and, some whales, but most of the time they need to be in the water. The question is, what are gills for? And we know gills are for the fish to breathe. Baby goldfish. Baby goldfish come from eggs. At first, the baby goldfish are brown. Oh, you know what? This might answer your question, one of the questions. But when they are bigger, they will get gold or orange or red. And there's the index. If you want to look up something specific, it tells you what page it's on. Well, I hope this book today has answered some of our wonderings. I love nonfiction books because it tells you things that you need to know that are true. I also love fiction books because they're fun to get lost in. All right. Well, next you're going to be able to see Goldie. Hello, boys and girls. We are going to be doing our new learning about Goldfish and Our Wonderings. So there's a lot of information here that we got from the book that I uploaded before this. And you'll see how much more stuff we know just about goldfish. So I'm going to go ahead and... he's been very busy this evening. I'm going to go ahead and read our new learnings. Ready? Goldfish, new learnings. Goldfish live in fresh water. Goldfish can be red, black, orange, and have spots. They can be gold too. Young goldfish are little. Older goldfish are bigger. Some goldfish have big wavy tails and fins. Fins and tails help goldfish swim. Oh. Goldfish have 2 big eyes, a mouth, and gills. Goldfish need clean water. And we know it's fresh water, don't we? Snails and water weeds help to keep the water clean. Goldfish use gills to breathe. Goldfish eat fish food and white worms. Gross. My sister would probably like white worms. If the water is cold, they can't eat. Too much food makes the water dirty. Just a spot and no more. Never more than a spot. Goldfish take water in through their mouths and their gills push it out. So they open their mouth, they're taking water in, and then their gills take out the air and push out the extra water. Gills take air out of the water. Goldfish come from eggs. Baby goldfish are brown. They turn to the adult color. Fish have fins to move through the water. Oh, we kind of knew that. They swim 0.86 miles per hour. It is protected by their scales. So their scales is kind of like our skin. No teeth. They don't have teeth. Let's take a look to see what we can get rid of for our wonderings. Why are goldfish orange? Well, we know that they're orange, but they also can be other colors. So they're orange because that's the way they were made. One down. Why do fish have fins? Well, because they help them swim. Do goldfish have eyelids? Oh, I've never seen one blink. I have not seen Goldie blink since he's been here. So I'm going to say no, but guess what? I'll check on that for you. I don't know. Do goldfish have teeth? No. Do goldfish live long? Well, we read in that book that they can, I think, live up to 20 years. Can goldfish do tricks? If you watch the video today, you know they can. I'll take that off. Why do goldfish have scales? Well, we learned that. The scales protect them. So it's like their skin. It protects them from things hurting the inside of their body. What do fish eat? We know, fish food and white worms. Why do goldfish turn brown? Oh, that's interesting. So actually they're born brown and they turn their adult color. How many different types of goldfish? Oh, this is like the egg question. I still have that question over here. I've got 3 things I'm going to have to find out. Why do goldfish swim? Well, that's how they get around. We walk. Their form of transportation is to swim. How fast can goldfish go? Here's that answer. They swim 0.86 miles per hour. Well, this is all very exciting. I would like you to see Goldie, so I'm going to push this forward. I'm going to turn this, and I got a new container. I went up to school and got the correct container for Goldie. He's a lot happier now. And wait till you see this. I got him a friend. Do you see Goldie's friend? That's his friend. And I let Will and Matt name the friend, actually. And guess what? They decided to name him Wiggles because they think that that one wiggles more than Goldie does. I want to make sure you can see. Now I'm going to push this down. See if this is, oh, you can see really well now. Now, the one on that's moving fast, that's Goldie. The one that's moving right there, with his wings and he's going backwards, that's Wiggles. His wings, his fins. So this one is Wiggles. I don't know if you can still see them. And this one is Goldie. Yeah. I'm going to feed them. I'm going to give them a little food now. Their water is not cold. So I want you to watch when I feed them what they do. We're going to give them a pinch or a spot and no more. Since there's 2 fish in there, I gave them 2.5 flakes. Let's say if they come up to the top to get the food. It does not look like they're hungry. I did feed them this morning, so maybe they're just not really eating too much. Well, if you would like to know more about Goldie and Wiggles, Sloane's dad is a veterinarian, and he has decided that he is going to let Sloane take them. And that's a good thing, because if something they don't feel well or something goes wrong, the veterinarian can always help them. All right. Look at, I think they're tired. If I tap, though, they move. We'll see how big they get. Maybe Sloane could teach them some tricks, too. Wouldn't that be cool if she could? No, Boone, you cannot have the goldfish. All right, I'm going to take them away. I'm going to move this. I have a stool over here, and Boone loves the stool. All right. This was an exciting unit. Tomorrow, Mrs. Gustafson's class, we have a Zoom meeting. Excuse me, he's trying to get to the fish tank. We have a Zoom meeting at 11 o'clock. So make sure that you're up and ready to go, because I'm going to take attendance and we have a special guest coming. And I'm going to see if you can recognize who that special guest is when we're all signed in. All right. Have a great night. Get to bed.